Hello, guys. Are you there? Hi. Hello, Hattie's here. Hi, everyone. There she goes. There she goes. Um, you should be able to hear me because guess what I just did? Tested my microphone before I got on live. Hi, everyone. Oh, I feel like my hair is uneven. What do we think? Hi. Oh my gosh, I've missed you all. Um, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you hear Hattie? Whoa, 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 whoa. Melisha, hello. Um, guys, guys, it's been so long. Um, it's so good to see you all again. I'm gonna stop preening in just a minute. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Um, I'm gonna drink some water. So hi everyone. You like my Hepburn? Thank you. So yeah, we're gonna talk. Oh my gosh, we have so much to talk about. We're gonna talk about Loretta. We're gonna talk about my outfit. We're gonna talk about my hair, I'm sure, my earrings, my lipstick, my bra. We're gonna talk about my knitting. We're gonna talk about Drag Race. We're gonna talk about my new camper. We're gonna talk about my new car. But first of all, I just want to say thank you all for your support of us last week and these last 2 weeks, really. And just the messages that you've sent. And I want to thank you all for just being great people because I didn't have not experienced what I see other sewing companies experience with having to like weed people out of their comment sections after posting support of Black Lives Matter. And I didn't really have to do that because that's not who our followers are. So just like, thank you to start with. And yeah, I just want to say, like, it's been such an emotional 2 weeks. And I really want to thank you too for your response to my posts. I wasn't really sure what to say for a while. And once again, Drag Race inspiring me. Bob the drag queen said, people, just say it. Just say Black Lives Matter. And I was so inspired by that. And it's really like, if you're not sure what to say that, like that's what you need to say. And for me, also, I think putting some funds behind that sentiment and that statement was really important. So if you follow Charm Patterns on Instagram, you know that we made a donation to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, which I think is a really great place to donate. And then throughout all of this, Pride Month came around, and I really wanted to do something to commemorate that, especially since there's a lot of division in the movement, and also like Black trans women. I mean, I don't know if you know this statistic, but their average life expectancy is 35 years old in this country. So, and they are being brutally murdered left and right here. So I really wanted to do something in recognition of Pride Month. And so I did make a donation to the Marsha P. Johnson Foundation as well. And I'm going to fan myself. This is a lot. So I did make a donation there. Charm Patterns made a donation there, I should say. And so that is also in my posts. And also I did an outline yesterday of sort of action items because I feel like that's really important right now. So if you want to take a look at that, I would really love it if you would. I think the biggest thing for us to do right now is get some better representation on our page from makers. So that's going to be something that I'm looking into, is making a list, a form to maybe do some sort of like charm ambassadors where we can have people making our patterns and be showing you more types of people making these patterns. And I also want to say, have you guys checked out Black Makers Matter? Because that's a new Instagram account and they are doing amazing work. And you should check out their stories, okay? Because they did, or their Instagram lives, which they put into their IGTV thing-a-ding. You should really check it out because they had each one of the makers join them to talk about why. Like, why is this? Why are they making this coalition? Why is it needed? And I think if you have ever wondered or thought, why does sewing need to be political? Or why do I need to see this on sewing pages? Their stories will answer that question for you. And it's such a powerful message. And I'm just so excited to see what they're going to do. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's all I really have to say. I mean, I know I've said before here that we don't really talk about the news here, and that's true to a certain extent. And I think that is true about coronavirus. Like, we don't need to talk about coronavirus anymore. But this is something that we need to talk about. And I'm glad that it's being talked about. And I'm glad that it's being talked about in the sewing sphere. So thank you, everyone, for your support. And please go follow that page. I'm reading your comments. I have the AC going and I'm still hot. All right. This is more than news. Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's true. So yeah, I feel like, thank you, Marin. Yes, this isn't about news. This is about lives. And this is more than just a moment in our country. Like, this is lasting change. So thank you all who supported our posts and who support us. Love the idea of charm ambassadors. Could they be called charm ambassadors? That's so terrible. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna transition from this topic. What do we need to talk about next? Should we talk about my outfit? Is that a good transition? Isn't that a Pokemon? A Charmbassador? So guys, okay, let's talk about the new Patreon project. Let's talk about Loretta. And that will naturally segue to my outfit. So guys, and Melisha, especially. Melisha, how good was I at not giving away what this pattern was? How good? You guys had no idea. No idea. I told you nothing. Melisha, I said nothing. They had no idea. Even with my like little photograph that I put up, which honestly didn't show any clothes. You guys had no idea. Did you even see it coming? You didn't even see it coming. You're proud of me, Melisha. I just want that to be known. You guys had no idea. I'm so proud of myself. So I was so mean. So you literally said nothing. I don't have any bottom weights. I'm sorry, Laura. I thought you would have it because of Stanwyck. So did you like being surprised? Was that exciting for you? Or did you wish I had told you? You guessed it now. Yeah, I did. And I did see a couple people guess Loretta. Most people thought it was either Dolly Parton or Patsy Cline that it was named after. No one guessed that it was shorts. So yeah, I'm glad it was a surprise for you. That's what I really wanted. And you love surprises. You didn't have any bottom weights. Billy Ray. Yeah, I really felt like if I said like denim or bottom weight that you would have guessed it. And I just really wanted it to be a surprise. You thought Wanda, that would have been cute. That's a cute name. I should do that one of these days. You love that it was shorts. So these shorts have been kind of like in the works for a while, and we sort of sped up the process because of quarantine. And as you know from listening to me ramble here mostly every day for the past few months, there has had to be some like moving around of projects. And one of them was to take the Loretta shorts, which were going to be something else entirely, and move them to a Patreon standalone project, but also it has a lot of mix and match options. Yes, they're super comfortable. It was exciting. Oh, good. Can you use a wool suit blend to make the shorts? I guess you could, like for winter, and then wear tights under it. Okay, so let's talk about my outfit. It is very, I think they're beginner friendly, but you do want to watch the video to see how the pockets come together, because that's the only part of it that I feel like is not that intuitive. So my outfit today, I'm wearing a Hepburn top with a Stanwick bib with the Loretta shorts. So here are the shorts, guys. You can see they have these nice pockets that like stand out. And I just want to say that I've made like 4 Hepburn tops over the past week. And this one is a French terry. And I love it. And Melicia's mad at me because I bought it all. And there's only 1 yard left on Etsy. So if you guys happen to know where we can get more of this poppy French terry, it's so nice. It's like butter. Then you need to let us know where we can get this. So, okay, Hepburn top, and then this is a Stanwick bib, so it's in the Stanwick skirt. And then the shorts are a standalone with the big pockets. I'll talk a little bit about the inspiration for the pockets now. Melicia, I was just remembering when we were working on these in the studio, I was looking at photos of Alfred Shaheen rompers. Because as you know, we have a lot of patterns that are inspired by Alfred Shaheen, specifically L'Amour. And I've always wanted to do a romper mashup. And what I like about these rompers is that the shorts had an easy fit. So a lot of opening in the leg there, a lot of width there, a lot of hip ease. And then the pockets kind of stand away from the body like this. So you can really get a lot in there, but they're also kind of like adding to the silhouette here, right? Like we've talked a little here about that, like the 50s silhouette is all about proportionizing, as they would say on Drag Race. And so this is just giving you a little width in comparison to your waist. And that's all about making that hourglass silhouette almost like an illusion of it in some ways, because like your waist isn't going to be cinched. It's just like the difference is in proportion, right? I hope that makes sense. So I looked a lot at these rompers and really loved how the pockets stood out, but it took a few tries to get it. And I don't know why, Melicia, but I was thinking about that night in the studio where I was like obsessing over these shorts and the pockets and how to make them come together. And this is one of those projects that I would like stay awake at night. Like in my mind, I was like putting short pieces together, like watching them come together in my brain, like, you know, that sort of like you're visualizing your sewing project come together. But with things like when you're making a new pattern, there's no guidebook for you, right? Like there's no one to tell you how to do it. So I would just like sort of lie awake in bed and like I was like watching the pieces come together in my mind. And then I had a night in the studio where Melicia left at a normal time and I was like, I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna like work on these. And then you came back the next day and they were done and I had it. Do you remember, Melicia? She didn't make purple shorts. Melicia's working on denim ones right now, so I'm excited to see that. Is there a way to make them without the pockets? You guys, you're never happy. You would have to redraft essentially, like take the side pocket. You would need to take the pieces and kind of mash them together and redraw the hip curve and make the dart. All right, so I was thinking about posting that picture because I got so excited when I made it in muslin and I got the pockets right for the first time. So the other thing is it might be fun for a Patreon crowdcast this month. So we'll think about it. You're amazing, Alicia. Stop it. Okay, so what else do I want to tell you? I want to tell you about the variations. So it's Loretta is an L pattern. That's why it's named Loretta. I named it after Loretta Lynn because I love her. And I found a picture of her wearing jeans at the Grand Ole Opry in, I think it was the early 60s. And I was like, she'd wear these. And so it was named for her, but we needed an L name because this is interchangeable in the L series from Charm Patterns. So by that, I mean the L'Amour dress and the Liz dress. So when I say interchangeable, it means that everything's going to line up perfectly. Okay. Like your side seams, your princess seams on the L'Amour bodice will match your darts on your shorts, all of that. Okay. So people always ask me, like, probably one of the most common questions that we get is, can I use the Jane set with this? Can I use the night and day dress bodice with this? It's like, you can, but they're not one-to-one interchangeable. Like, you would have to measure the pieces and make changes. And also you would have to move darts around and stuff. And the reason for that is something like the Jane, I'm not going to get too much into this, but like Jane has negative ease. Okay. So that means it's smaller than your body and it has stretch to fit and be like a skin tight look. That's what like those jumpsuits were all about in the 50s, is that very form-fitting look. But something like L'Amour is going to have an inch of positive ease. So it's an inch bigger than your body. Okay. So just knowing that information, they're never going to match up without some work. So that's why we specifically made this L series that is going to work together and we can keep expanding on, right? So all of these patterns have the same ease profile, which means that they're all going to have that same inch of ease in the waist, and all of those darts and seam lines and design lines are going to match up perfectly without you having to do the work. So I'll just say that. So this is interchangeable with L'Amour, with the L'Amour bodice and the Liz bodice. So you can use both of those bodices to make rompers. So you can see this picture on my Instagram and on Patreon, obviously. But I made this cute little romper this is a stretch sateen, and this is the L'Amour bodice with the Loretta short. And do you guys recognize this fabric? I used this for that book, for that dress in my book, Gertie's Ultimate Dress Book, the polka dot day dress. So I love this fabric from way back, and I felt like it needed to be a romper too. And the other thing that we've added in the Loretta pattern is, because we couldn't just give you shorts, you also need to have this cute little band for your L'Amour bodice, because I felt for a while like L'Amour was missing something like this. Like, this is such a 50s look, is that little like collar on the bust line. And I did some piping on here too to kind of highlight it. So this, you're going to get this piece as well when you download the Loretta pattern on Patreon. And it ends at the side seam, so it doesn't need to go all the way around the back to mess with the zipper. And yeah, I just thought that was like a cute little addition that we've been needing for a while on the L'Amour dress. So the great thing is, if you're not keen on shorts for whatever reason, you can grab this little fold over piece from the Patreon, add this to your 3/4 circle skirt, add it to your gathered Liz skirt with a L'Amour bodice. Like, it just, keeps expanding your possibilities. Gathered over skirt. Yes. Yes. Discussions have come up about that over here. A boob collar, Erica. I was trying to decide what to call this, and what we came up with was romper bust fold over. It's like so clunky. So I'm sorry, guys, but it's the best I could do. But yeah, it's a boob collar. All right. So should the rompers be made in stretch? Hi, Missy. They don't need to be. it's just kind of what I was able to find this sateen in. And actually, I prefer not to make the Lemoire bodice in stretch. What's nice is that I underlined it in Kona cotton, like a bright white Kona cotton. So you wouldn't, I usually use muslin for an underlining for bodices like this, but I didn't want the sort of like that yellowy natural color of the muslin coming through. So I used a bright white Kona cotton, which has no stretch. So that stabilized the outer fabric, because you really don't want stretch in a strapless bodice that you're going to use steel boning in. I don't personally. I want that like very form-fitting, going to stand up by itself, not going anywhere structure. But then it's nice because then you have the stretch in the shorts. And it's nice to have a little stretch in a bottom, in a short, but you don't need it. Like this denim pair doesn't have any stretch, and there's enough ease in these shorts that it doesn't really matter. Yes, so it is a boned bodice, boned, underlined, lined. It tells you in the instructions on the Patreon that you're pretty much just going to follow the Lemoire construction of the bodice, just as you normally would, and then sew it to the skirts, the shorts. Hello, hello. Hi, Diane. Welcome. Okay, so that's the romper. And then I also just wanted to show you, I always do a video. Well, normally we do a video, but lately it's been me in my house because we're still quarantined. So I did make a video. And what I like to do on Patreon for the videos is really highlight the trickiest parts of construction on a project. So for this project, it's the shorts. The way they come together just isn't super intuitive. And once you get it, you get it, but you need to see it. So, and you need to be talked through it. So that's why I made the video. I'm really focused on the shorts, and I use this gingham canvas for the shorts that I made on camera. And I'm definitely going to add a bib to these two, because they need it. But yeah, these are the ones I made on camera, and I did a little photo shoot with these two. And I just had something I wanted to say. It was important, guys. I lost it. Bib. Yep, gonna make a bib. I don't know. I lost it. Oh, have I talked about the bib yet? Have I talked about the bib? I was talking about pockets video. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Did I talk about the bib? This is the bib from the Stanwyck skirt. It's removable. Thank you, Lottie. So this buttons in here. I don't know if you can see it. There are like 4 little clear buttons in the front. And then it's got straps that cross in the back and button in there. So yeah, you can take the bib off. And the other thing you can do is, I'm now making a denim Stanwyck skirt in this fabric so that I can use the bib on my shorts, my Loretta shorts, or on my Stanwyck skirt. Does that make sense? And I also want to say that there is a new bib piece in the Loretta shorts file. And the reason for that is just the seam matching. Okay, so if you want your seams to match 1-to-1, because there are these like seams on the bib right here. If you want those to match the like pocket seams on your shorts, then you're going to need to use the new bib piece. But I kind of feel like if you want to use the same bib from Stanwyck to Loretta, and it's not a huge deal if those seams aren't going to match up 1-to-1. They're just a little different from Stanwyck to Loretta. Does that make sense? but we did include the piece just so that you would have it, so that if you wanted to make it so that it matched up perfectly. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, there's an account called It Has Pockets, and she did what she called 6 days of Stanwyck. So she did like a Stanwyck full skirt, a Stanwyck pencil skirt, a bib, and the separate suspenders. And then she interchanged them, I think, with a Rita blouse and I think a Hepburn. And she just showed all the different outfits that you can make just using those pieces. So that's really fun. So I did get more of this denim from B&J, and I was thinking I'll definitely make a full Stanwyck skirt to wear with this bib, and also maybe a pencil skirt. I should just do a whole collection every year. I'll try, Gia. I feel like Stanwyck and Hepburn kind of was a collection in a way, because it just has so many outfits that you can make from those two patterns. So guys, any questions? Any questions about Loretta? I saw someone ask if they could add length, and you definitely can. This has like a 3¼ inch inseam, which yeah, you're gonna see a lot of thigh. You're gonna see a lot of thighs. So if you don't want that, like, just add to the bottom of the short. You can just add there. Yeah, I feel like this length is pretty standard for this style of like 50s style short, but not everyone wants to show that much leg. So yeah, just add to the bottom if you want. They're surprisingly comfortable, I'll say that, because they have so much room here. Look at all that room. I never wear stuff that has this much room. So that's nice. And I'm not usually a huge fan of shorts, but I kind of feel like I'm going to wear these like every day this summer. And I also have a pair cut out in black denim, so I'm excited about that. Let's see, the roomy pockets. Gonna try with the Stanwyck suspenders. Cute. So you still need the straps from the Stanwyck to make the overalls. Yes, Erica. Yeah, you do. Tony was asking, new here, are you talking about past Patreon patterns when you say Stanwyck and Hepburn? No, Tony, those are actual charm patterns. So that's the independent sewing pattern company that you can find those. You can find those on our charm patterns site. Okay, so those you can just buy individually, and you can get them printed or PDF. And then Patreon is our monthly subscription service, and we do all downloadable patterns there, and they tend to be interchangeable or expansions on previous charm patterns. So they all kind of work together. But Stanwyck and Hepburn are not on Patreon; they're on the charm pattern site. Okay. Any more questions about Loretta? I'm trying to think of any questions I've seen online. Yeah, I guess that's it. Should we move on to a new topic? This is a Hepburn top I'm wearing. So you can see it has the V back. Yeah, I just made so many Hepburn tops over the past week. And actually, I went out and took photos of them last night, just like quick iPhone photos, so that I can do a little post with all 4 tops I've made, and actually worked on a Hepburn video for you guys. So I'm excited about that. All right, so new topic. Should the topic be knitting? Do you guys want to see my knitting project? Should we talk about it, guys? Let me preen. Let me preen for a second. Does anyone want to see my knitting project? Yes, Melisha says yes. Thank you. Guys, I've been knitting so much. Okay, so I have watched like 4 seasons of the Great British Baking Show, and I'm almost finished with my rainbow boardwalk blouse. And then, yeah, we'll talk about the camper too. Okay, are you ready for the big reveal? I did so much. Okay, so this is, let's see, this is the top. Look. Look. This is my rainbow layer cake boardwalk. So I feel like it's coming out really well. I'm very excited about it. And yeah, it's got these cute little, the arm shaping. Yeah, this is like my pride sweater. So cute, right? I think the size is going to be right on. And this is the start of the waist ribbing here. So I think I'm going to do, the pattern says 16 inches. No, it's not 16 inches. Huh, it'd be a dress. The pattern says 16 rows, but I think I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more. This needs red Loretta shorts. You're right. I was thinking, I was like, should I do white shorts? Should I do pink shorts? Melisha, look, this is us in the middle. You guys know that Melisha's favorite color is purple and mine is pink. And I was going to do red, pink. So I was going to, like, I wanted to put pink in the rainbow, obviously. But I thought that pink would come after red. And someone on YouTube suggested that I put the pink first because then the purple and pink could go next to each other. So cute, right? So, Melisha, I was telling you, I think you would love this purple color. I don't think it's showing up. It's showing up more blue, I think, on the video, but it's like a very warm purple. It's like my favorite color of purple, that like warm purple with a little more red in it than like blue. Yeah, I think it's going to look really cute with these shorts. So I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited about this, guys. So yeah, so I have to learn to do a mattress stitch for the shoulders, and you basically just stitch it up here and here. And then there's a little band on each sleeve, so tiny little ribbing here in the ivory. So yeah, pink or red for sure. All right. So yeah, I'm pretty psyched. This came together so fast. This was like 2 weeks of knitting. And, you know, I told Melisha, I think it really goes to show you how much I've been sitting on the couch every night and watching TV. So, yeah, a lot of knitting happening over here. And my next project is the Rizzo. Guys, stay here. I want to get my yarn. I'll be right back. Look, I don't know if you can tell this color, but it's called, this is from Beehive Yarns. Dusty is the name of the yarn. It's a merino nylon and cashmere blend. And this color is called Atomic. And yeah, I'm sure it looks pretty aqua on the screen, but it's like, I told Melisha, I was like, this is like fluorescent aqua. It's like very, very bright and saturated. So I'm excited about this one. And then I think I'm going to do beauty school after that because I'm just basically on a roll. And buying yarn is almost as fun as knitting. So I'm just lining up my projects. And I think my next project is going to be a yellow mohair beauty school, and I've run this by Amy, and I've run it by I don't know her name, but Beehive Yarns. She makes this beautiful yellow color. If you go to her feed, you'll see it. So that's my next plan. Okay. Yeah, knitting is a nice companion craft to sewing, because you can do it on the couch. You can do it in public. You can do it while you're watching 4 seasons of the Great British Baking Show. All right. So, anything else to talk about with knitting? I don't think so. I'm going to keep working on my ribbing tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. Okay. What's next? Camper? So I think I've shared with you guys that I did buy a 1963 Shasta trailer. Adorable little camper trailer. And I needed to, and my new car, yeah. So to tow it, I needed to get a new car. So, so the last time we had a live, I was talking about looking at Subarus and looking at Jeeps, and I ended up buying a Jeep, a white one. It has a really high towing capacity, which is the most important thing. I never thought I would be learning about any of this in my life, guys. My mom texted me and said, "Can you believe that you bought a camper and a Jeep?" Like, who am I? Does not fit with any of my worldviews prior to coronavirus. This has changed so much for all of us. And for me, it was like just realizing that we're not going to be able to fly for a while. Probably won't be flying for a while. And my mom just bought an RV, and we were talking about doing some family meetups. And I really want to make this like the charm camper. It's so cute. It's blue right now, but it needs to be pink. So I'm going to do some renovating and redecorating in it, making it this cute pink charm camper. But I needed a Jeep. Okay, so I needed a car to tow it with. It's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Okay, so it's like an SUV. It's really nice. I've been driving this this Camry for a while now that just doesn't have any like fancy features. So I really never thought I cared about that stuff. So, but now I've upgraded to something with like satellite radio and like seat coolers and all sorts of fancy stuff. So that's nice. All grown up. This is like kind of the first car I've bought on my own. So that was exciting. The car and the camper have to match in pink. Well, I figured, I bought the white car because the camper is white on the top and it'll be pink on the bottom. So the car needs to tow this thing. Like, it would be great if it could be like a cute pink classic car, but it needs to be like a heavy duty towing vehicle. So this thing tows 6,200 pounds, which is a lot. It had the tow package in it, so it was ready to go with towing. I've never towed anything in my life. Went up to pick up the camper, which is like a 3-hour drive away on Saturday. And learning, I told you a little about the guy who sold it to me. He's really into vintage restoration. So we connected on that level, but I don't know anything about camping or towing things. So I think he was kind of amused at my questions and how little I knew. But he was really happy to help and kept saying how happy he was that I'm the one who got the camper. And it's, I love it so much. Like, it's in my, so I have a long driveway. and it's back there so I can like look out my kitchen window and see it, and look out my back porch and see it. And it's honestly just so cute. And I'm really excited to I need to turn it around, which is an annoying thing, but you guys don't need to know about that. So I can turn it around so that the door is facing my backyard, and it kind of becomes part of the backyard with like a little awning and a patio under the camper. And then, yeah, I'm going to be doing some renovations on the camper. It's in really great shape. Everything is original on it, but it needs to be given the charm treatment. So that means painting things. Obviously, the outside needs to be painted. It needs new curtains. It needs new cushions. I'm thinking it needs new flooring, new countertops. I would love to have the stove and fridge re-enameled. So that's a whole thing. So this is going to be a whole project. And yeah, I would love to share with you guys the process of doing all of this. And I thought one of the things I would start out with is a little tour of what it looks like now. I mean, it's honestly adorable as it is. And it's like a step back into 1963 because really nothing has changed. It's been renovated structurally, but it has all the original appliances and fixtures and cushions, those need to change. So I thought I would do a little YouTube video kind of taking you on a tour of the before. And it would be fun to also do things like, here's how to use an existing cushion to make a new cushion pattern and make it. So stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited about it. It's going to be a whole thing. Yeah, it's like a little guest house. Yeah, and so I towed it for the first time for 3 hours coming home, and it's fine. It's fine to tow. Like you don't really notice it until you start to brake, and then you're like, "Oh, I should have braked earlier." But I did fine. You can't go that fast. You shouldn't go fast while you're driving it. So if you ever see someone driving a pink, a white Jeep and towing a pink Shasta, and they're going really slow and you're angry at them, just know that I'm not trying to go that slow to annoy you, but I really can't go any faster than that for safety reasons. And then the tough thing was figuring it. Have you guys ever backed up a trailer before? Have you guys? I can barely back up a car, guys. It's a totally different thing. I went to a parking lot to practice. So the thing is, if you turn your wheel to the right, the trailer goes to the left. So all your intuitions are different. And it's really hard. It's really hard. I did cry. I cried, but I did it. It's in the driveway, and yeah, there's a lot to do with it. I'm excited. I have a lot of things to do. It's a big hobby. It's so hard. Thank you, Trisha. It's so hard. Jackknife is real. So I'm a strong, independent woman. Yes. Yes, I am. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be really fun, and I definitely want to like get you guys in on the fun with videos and photos and all of that. And the exterior is gorgeous, actually, as it is in blue, but obviously it's not right. It's not on brand. So I actually want to do a photo shoot with it as it is, in the original blue, because this is the original color. I mean, it's been repainted, but this guy who sold it to me is such a restoration geek that he like had the color matched exactly to the 1963 Shasta blue. So I feel a little bad, but we should definitely like commemorate the color it is now with a little photo shoot. Yeah, it needs the charm treatment. Oh yeah, Marin, this is going to be my camping outfit. I'm just envisioning this whole summer camping. Hold on, guys. I need a hat. I need a hat for you to really see. You need to see the whole thing. Camping, taking the Shasta out, wearing my hat. Oh, wearing my hat, doing a photo shoot, toasting marshmallows. What do we do? What do people do? So that's the hat. And yeah, what else should I make to go camping in? Maybe like little gingham outfits, like pink gingham. Melisha, you need to start thinking about this too, because we need to do like a charm girls weekend. I was kind of hoping that maybe some of the rockabilly weekends would be happening this summer so that we could take the camper and we could just like we could drive the camper up to like the car show or something, and like you guys can come buy patterns, but I don't think that's going to happen this summer. Gingham and ruffles. Yes. So think about it. Think about your camping outfit, Malaysia. Yeah, it's going to happen. So yeah, I'm excited. Mary, you need a red and white gingham. Rita, for your camping look. Yes. Are you on B&J right now? Or are you just adding things to your cart? Bug spray, I know. How much are you guys going to laugh at me when I discover the realities of camping? That there are bugs and things like that. I'm excited. Nothing can dampen my excitement right now. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And actually, one of the first things I'm going to do with it once I get the registration and everything sorted out is take it on a little like weekend camping trip as it is, to just get a feel for it and using it and all that. Week lamp. Week lamp. So yeah, we got to come up with some camping outfits, campfire songs. That was my one favorite thing about Girl Scouts when I was in Girl Scouts. Mom was, I don't know if Mom's here. She was the troop leader, and I loved singing campfire songs. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. So we should come up with like a charm song and like a charm oath, maybe like a pledge where I can't remember what, I don't want to disrespect the Girl Scouts. Some sort of charm pledge. Oh, charm camping uniforms, little sashes and shorts. Should we make this happen? Badges. We need badges. Oh my gosh. There's so much we could do. It's like Troop Beverly Hills. I'm seeing the whole thing come together. It's gonna be it's gonna be a good day. Melisha wrote that song. We need to get someone to really write that song for us, Melisha. So that's the song we sing to get ourselves in the mood to have a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Oh, Mom is here. Hi, Mom. She's listening. Charm bunting, charm scouts. The possibilities are endless. You're here for this. Charm badges. Okay, you guys are feeling inspired. The charm scouts. Troop charm. Mom, you have to be the leader again. All my burlesque friends have patches. Hattie and Henry badges. Oh my gosh, there's so much we could do. We need some sort of headscarf for ticks. You know, you got to be really careful about ticks, right, Hattie? You'll earn badges, pins. Mom said no. This will be more fun, Mom. All right, fine. I'll be the leader. Yeah, we can meet up at Fort Wilderness. I know that's Marin's fantasy. We're going to meet up at Fort Wilderness at Disney World. That will be our for Dapper Day. That'll be the first meeting of the Charm Scouts. A Rita badge, an unpicking badge, web zip badge, hemming badge. I'd be a sucker for doing work for charm badges. Are you guys Trixie Mattel fans? I know a lot of you are Drag Race fans. Oh, we got to talk about Drag Race next. So Trixie Mattel, after she won All Stars 3, went on the Andy Cohen show, and she was wearing like a little drag camper uniform. So I feel like that could partially be some of her inspiration here. I love her too. This is the most you've smiled in months. I know. I know. I don't know why this is like tickling me so much. We needed this, guys. We needed this. Your face hurts from smiling. The hoop-de-doo. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Maybe our first movie club should be Troop Beverly Hills. I think you have an idea for the next book, Sewing Scouts. I want to go so bad. It's going to happen, guys. Give us good notice. All right. Charm Ambassadors. An embassy of charm patterns. I love it. Oh my gosh. Jen, you missed so much. So much. I hope you had a good nap, though. We were just talking about how we're going to start a Girl Scout troop called Charm Scouts. And you can earn badges for things like unpicking and hemming and lap zippers. And we're all going to meet up at Fort Wilderness and have a party at my camper. So, all right. So this was very inspirational. I love all of this. I love this so much. I love it so much. Okay. Next topic is Drag Race, right? Are we ready to move on from this? I mean, we're never going to move on from this, to be clear. But are we ready to move to the next topic for now? Okay, let's see. The next topic, this needs to happen. It's going to happen. Don't worry, guys. We'll make it happen. Charm Scouts. This PC is in battery saver mode. Guys, can you talk amongst yourselves for just a second? Gertie here forgot to plug in the laptop, so I don't want to disappear on you. So I just need to grab it out of this pile of cords. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Here I come. All right. Whew. Okay. I'm back. Okay. No, I'm fine. I just didn't plug it in. Vamp Sue Glam. You guys are ready to talk Drag Race? Okay. So it's time. Okay, so we haven't talked since the finale, and wow, what a finale. So I have to give my little spoiler disclaimer here, which is if you're planning on watching the season 12 finale of Drag Race and you haven't yet, I'm going to tell you who wins. So continue to watch at your own risk. A little sneak coming back in. So the finale is so, I mean, it's been a while. My girl Jada won. You guys know I've been rooting for Jada for a while, so I am thrilled for her. Could not be happier for her. What a weird time to have a finale. Everything was done virtually from their homes, kind of like the reunion. Rue was wearing one of his weird face keenies again. Why? What happened, Rue, with that? Oh, Henry's coming. Look over there. Look over there. Henry, don't lick the carpet. Hi. Do you see everyone? That's Henry. Okay. So let's see. What can we talk about? He doesn't do his own makeup, I know. But still, come on. You would think that he could be able to just like put on a little foundation and a Klein Epstein and Parker suit and call it a day. Mr. Jingles. Henry, your fans are here. He's gonna go drink some water. Okay. So let's see. They did Okay, we need to talk about Crystal's lip sync. So there were 3 rounds of lip syncs. I should have read a recap before I tried to do this because it's been a while. Oh, Henry says, hi, Auntie Malaysia. He misses you too. So does Hattie. It's not the same. Um, I was right about Jada being the best. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like she had a really strong track record. She really came into her own kind of halfway through the season. There were some queens, Gigi Good, who were like really strong right out of the gate and then kind of fizzled. Um, yeah, and then Crystal, precious Crystal, I have never seen anything like that bird lip sync that she did. She's a treasure that must be protected at all costs. I was dying during the bird lip sync. So she did that. Gigi Good did Take on Me, which I was like, when I saw hers, I was like, oh, she's gonna win. Because it was really, really super polished and um it had a concept, it was well designed. And then Jada went for her lip sync, and I was honestly a little worried, guys, because she's an amazing performer, she's gorgeous, but I didn't feel like she brought a level of concept to it that the other 2 did. Right? It was just dancing around her living room, which she did amazingly, and it was fun to watch. And there was so much about it that was great, but when you compared it to the other 2, I was worried for her, and I thought, oh, Gigi's gonna win. But then they did the 3-way lip sync, so they all went to the next level, and they did a 3-way lip sync where you really couldn't, I guess, hide behind a concept like that. Not that that's not really the right word. I'm not trying to insult the idea of having a concept, but it does give you a certain level of being able to just perform the concept rather than just having to perform a strong, simple lip sync. So it kind of put them all on the same playing field. And Jada, her costume was beyond. I loved it. That orange costume, and it had the little crown when you flipped it up. And she looked so good. So I think that was the deciding factor, and also that she just had a stronger track record throughout the entire season. Yeah, so I was so happy she won. I was really disappointed in all the messy fans on Instagram saying Gigi should have won and that Jada only won because she's Black, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous, racist, bull crap. I'm not going to swear. But that's not right. That's not right. She had the strongest track record, and Gigi fizzled halfway through the season. I love Gigi. She's great. Oh, and also we need to talk about Gigi. We need to talk about her Dorothy Wizard of Oz thing. We need to talk about her Dorothy Wizard of Oz thing. What reveal? What was that reveal? So she was wearing that like grayish blue dress, and she had the Dorothy thing going on with like little hooker boots, right? And then she kind of tore off the dress, and she's wearing the same dress underneath that was like a slightly brighter blue. It was the most disappointing reveal I've ever seen on my screen. Ever. It was so underwhelming. And then it took me a while to be like, oh, she was supposed to be going from black and white to color. You think maybe the TV didn't capture it? Yeah, it could be. I mean, blues are hard on screen. But yeah, in terms of in terms of a satisfying reveal, that was not it. That was not it. You're spamming. No, spam. Go for it. Yeah. So, I mean, I couldn't be happier for Jada. I don't know if you guys are on Reddit, but there was a really cute video. People in Jada's neighborhood did because I mean, she can't like celebrate like out in the world, being the new reigning queen. They did like a procession of cars, like a parade for her basically in her neighborhood. And it was so cute. And you see her like basically dying and crying, and she's so happy. So yeah, I'm so happy for her. It was correct. It was correct. That's all I'll say. And I'm loving it. Guys, we haven't talked about All Stars 5. Have you guys watched? Have you watched the first episode? Let me know now. Can I talk about this? I need to talk about this. Can we move on to All Stars 5? No break between seasons, went straight from the season 12 finale to episode 1 of All Stars 5 the very following week. I love this first episode of All Stars 5. Shea Coulee has been my pick to win since the cast was announced. Melisha, do you remember when I made you watch a video of Shea Coulee in the studio? She's that drag queen who was like doing the dance with the baseball bat. Melisha doesn't watch Drag Race, but I was like, I had to explain two important things to her, which were Shea Coulee as Black China and Alyssa Edwards. Melisha, did I show you Not On Tonight? Not On Tonight. So those were like, yeah, we do, because we always say not today. Not on today. So I had to explain those two things to Melisha. I think she's a little you appreciated, right? You appreciated Shea Coulee. So I am a longtime Shea Coulee fan. I have never seen anything like her doing was it her doing Black China? No, it was her doing her dance with the baseball bat. Guys, help me. You know what I'm talking about. Back rolls. So I love Shea Coulee. I'm so happy she's back. And I feel like she's gonna win. She didn't have a strong, she didn't come out of the gate strong, unfortunately, in the talent show, which I was disappointed in. Henry, bye. Say bye, Henry. We all know what a strong dancer she is. So I'm not sure why she chose to try a new skill, pole dancing, which she admitted in Untucked that she had only had 10 days of training. And I think the first thing I said was, kind of showed. She just looked a little uncertain, which is not how I would normally describe Shea's dancing. So she'll come back, though. She'll come back from it. Wow, India Farah winning the talent show with Drag Is Not a Contact Sport, which was so great. Loved Ricky Martin. How great was it to see Ricky Martin on your screen on Drag Race? Just living for these queens, like loving every moment of it. What else do I want to say? Oh, Miss Cracker's back. Blair St. Clair has had a lot of work done. Derek's talent made you cringe so hard. Yeah. Ricky was adorable. But what I really want to talk about is this new set of rules where instead of lip syncing for their legacy and then choosing the queen to go, they now lip sync the top queen lip syncs against a lip sync assassin, which is a surprise every episode. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. We don't know who it's going to be. And so there's a surprise to every episode. And just thinking about the people that they could have on, I was thinking like Alyssa, Tatiana, Brooklyn Heights, Evie Oddly, and it was Evie for this first episode. And that moment when that sort of like scrim raised and it was Evie Oddly, season 11 winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, behind there looking like a 90s raver punk goddess. She is so cool. That's all I kept saying. She's so cool. Like, I want to be her. She's so cool. And she won the lip sync. I mean, how fun is this concept? And like, sorely needed, I feel like. Sorely needed. Oh yeah, Angina, so cute. So I love this new twist, and I love that we're gonna get some killer lip syncs. I like season 12, but did we see any killer lip syncs? Did we? And we're gonna see a killer lip sync every week, like Evie Oddly level of killer lip sync, like people doing backflips. Like, we're gonna see some amazing stuff. The new rules confused me at first, but I like them a lot. That's pretty much my reaction too. I was like, wait, they have a thing, and then they do the thing. But it's great. I think it's really smart, and it's gonna be he's so gorgeous. India's gonna stir the pot. Being put up against Evie the first episode is sort of unfair. I mean, who would Evie lose a lip sync against? Who? I just love it. I love the concept so much. I love Evie so much. So excited to see her back on my screen. Okay, so Angina. So there's drama between Derek Barry and India Farah. It's boring, but Angina is so cute, just living for this drama, just going, I love this. Really fun. It was odd going from the end of season 12 being super warm and fuzzy, friends to drama. Yeah. I mean, it was fun having a little beef between the two of them. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. Just a great episode. I always enjoy the talent shows. I like that sort of thing better than like, best girlfriends road trip or whatever they're gonna do next. So it was just fun to see like what they did on their own. Yeah. Okay. If they bring in Sasha Velour and the Roses, I'll scream. I saw someone on Reddit say, what if they bring in Sasha to lip sync against Shay? Though I don't think they could plan that ahead of time. Though they could, being the like sort of shady producers that they are, they could probably orchestrate it. Because as we all know, Shay was sort of poised to win season 9. And then Sasha Velour came out with that lip sync. So emotional. Such a good lip sync. Melisha, did I show you that too? The rose petals. Did I show you that? I did. I think I did. Sasha Velour with the rose petals. And then that was such an iconic moment that no one could have beat her. And it's crazy because she didn't do any like crazy reveal. I mean, I guess that was a reveal. But I'm saying she didn't do like a crazy acrobatic thing. It was really just the raw emotion and shoving a bunch of rose petals up a wig. So that's cool. The shade sound effect. A lot of them did very similar things. I agree. One of my favorite talent show performances was actually Trixie Mattel in season 3 of All Stars, because it's so different from what you normally see drag queens do in a talent show situation like this, doing a country song that she wrote while playing an auto harp with a harmony pedal and it was so beautiful and moving. And she wore that gorgeous gingham gown with the fringe, long fringe. So yeah, it would be nice to see some variety. I think most of the queens tend to gravitate towards, let's do a sort of auto-tuned, pre-recorded number that has some sort of personal meaning, usually towards their, a callback to their season. Like drag is not a contact sport is obviously all about Mimi on first and when she picked up India Farah on her season. So some sort of like insidey joke, and then they do like shablam kind of dance moves. So there is a lot of that. That seems to be sort of the standard. Oh, Alexis Mateo. Love her. So excited for her and how much Ricky Martin loved her. She could win. I feel like she could win. My money's on Shea or Alexis. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win? India Farah is not going to win. I really don't. She had a good first week. She got her comeback, but I kind of feel like this is it for her. Drag is not a contact sport. Is stuck in your head. All right. So do we have anything else to say? Who do you guys think is going to win? Who's your money on? Now I have to root for India. All right. It's never going to happen. I'm still putting my money on Shea. I would love to see her win. Love Miss Cracker. Love underdogs. I'm excited for Miss Cracker too. She was very bitter on her season, and I think she recognizes that now, and it seems like maybe she's in a better place. I don't think Blair's going to last that long. What do you guys think? Her talent show was not good. All right, everyone. This has been really fun. So, yeah, thank you guys for catching up. Blair looked great. She looked great. She did not sing well. So let's see. I guess I'll be back tomorrow, but do check my stories, notifications, all of that. It was really good to catch up with you guys. It's it's just really good to see you, and thank you for being awesome. I miss you all too. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, you guys are talking. Oh, I'll just address this really quickly. Reactions to the metal on the pin cushions. Yeah, it's probably, Trisha, it's probably like an allergic reaction for you. You may, I know that some people have like coated the inside with like clear nail polish or something like that, so you're not actually touching the metal, because some people do have metal sensitivities. So check that. Oh, it might be your sunscreen. Yeah, just send us an email if you continue to have problems. So yeah, we'll talk about it. But yeah, maybe try washing off anything you have on your arm first and see if it still gives you trouble. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks, Scouts. Thanks, Charm Scouts. Should we do a little salute? I don't know. Let's not get it. No, let's not. But we'll come up with some fun little thing. All right, Charm Scouts. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Melisha, as always. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.